Hello and welcome to the side channel. Today we are going to look at something very important: the value of life and the value of our capabilities as human beings. Sometimes we take for granted the fact that we are able to walk, we are able to move our hands, we are able to pick items whenever we want, we are able to speak, we are able to see, we are able to hear. Today I want us to take a good look at the people with disabilities. One thing I realized is the fact that you are able to walk, the fact that you are able to talk, the fact that you are able to see, hear, and do something that somebody disabled cannot do. That gives you the advantage and the capability to be able to optimize your output to the extent that your profits would also cater for that particular entity. What is happening in our Ghanaian streets? Let's look at countries like the United Kingdom, the United States. They have homes that cater for people who are normally found on the streets. They even have homes for the old people who with time, as in they degenerate with age. But locally, what happens? Let's be sincere. The number of mad people, the number of lame people, the number of blind people we see on the streets day in day out begging for money is appalling. Why can't we have a sizable amount of money coming from our taxpayers' money to set up institutions to be able to cater for such people? Why aren't individuals putting up such institutions to also support such people? They are asked that question. We should not take our capabilities lightly. It's an advantage that we do have, and it's an advantage we would have to also account for. We would have to optimize our profits with such advantage. We would have to be able to do more with such advantages, and in the end be able to also cater for people with disabilities. Sincerely, I've witnessed so many occurrences in life, as in people, the story that happened to people in Somalia. People die because of anger. And today you wake up and you enjoy a 3-square meal. You wake up in the morning, you have food, you have your breakfast, you have lunch, you have supper. Some even go to the extent of even having sweets before bed and all that. And in the end, what have you been able to do? What output are you also giving to society? The blessings of the Almighty, the blessings of society, the blessings of the family that is upon you. How well have you been able to also make use of your capabilities, your abilities as an entity or an individual within the society? How have you impacted on your society? We have so many stories, so many sad stories going around. We have the Kayayos, people traveling from the north of Ghana to the southern part of Ghana just to labor for food. We have kids as young as how should I even put it? We have 7-year-old kids on the streets. We have 8-year-old kids on the streets. We have sometimes there was a time I met this 6-year-old lady and her story touched me so much to the extent that I just gave her every single penny I had in my pocket that day. How do you feel when you are driving in your limo? How do you feel when you are driving in your Land Cruiser? How do you feel when you are driving in your 4-wheel drive? You are driving in your saloon car and you meet these kids on the street selling pure water, on the street selling fan milk, fan yugo, on the street selling what God knows what. How do you feel? And what has been what has been the focus of some of these facilitators, these companies that are also offering such appalling jobs to such young people in the society? There should be a school for the companies in Ghana. There should be a system, there should be a law that would protect the young in the country. We introduce what we call the free education system. We also introduce what we call the free feeding system within our basic school education structure, just to encourage the young ones to be able to go to school, just to make it affordable for parents to be able to send their kids to school. But yet we still find these kids on the street selling. So what are the stakeholders doing about this situation? What is SHRAC doing about this situation? What is the Chamber of Commerce and Trade doing about this situation? The pure water companies, the convenient food companies, those who are keeping our kids on the streets, the handkerchief companies, those who are bringing in what we call it, the gum companies. What are they doing about this situation? Day in, day out, you plow the streets of Accra, you plow the streets of Kumasi, you plow the streets of Koforidua, the streets of Techiman, and you find kids as young as 6 years old, as young as 7 years old, as even young as 5 years old, selling on the streets. Why? Yet we say we've introduced a system called the free education system, called the free feeding system, just to help encourage our kids to go to school. So what are the stakeholders doing? What are the companies doing? What is the government doing? What are the institutions that are supposed to cater for these people doing? The strategies, what are they doing? Our kids are on the street selling, they are laboring just to earn their living, and it's appalling. Those of us with capabilities, what are we doing to help those who are disprivileged in such areas? You have so much, you're able to afford so much, but what have you given to society? What impact have you made on society? How would you be remembered when you die? It's a question to us all. Today I want us to value life and value our capabilities. Whoever you are, wherever you are, so far as you can afford a meal a day, you can walk, you can talk, you can hear, you can see. Then it's a big challenge I'm throwing to you today. Not to take your life for granted, not to take your capabilities for granted. Put yourself to work. And I know and I believe the God I serve that your efforts will bear fruits. And in the end, those who are disabled when it comes to sight, disabled when it comes to hearing, disabled when it comes to speaking, disabled when it comes to walking, disabled when it comes to touching, will also be able to benefit from your output. I thank you for watching the video today. It's been your man, Joseph Osai Bibiu, popularly known as Emperor, the president of SAI, Conglomerate of Young Entrepreneurs. Thank you for watching the video. You can subscribe to our channel. You could also like our Facebook page, facebook.com/SAI-ASS, and the SAI is CYEASS, or Facebook/The African Child. Facebook/The African Child. I'll keep all the links in the description, and you could like our pages on Facebook and join in the discussion. Whatever comments you have, just leave it down there and I'll follow up. Thank you very much for watching the video today.